Hello.
How are you today?
Good.
Excellent. We are La Ruta de Sonora. My name is Jasmine.
Rebecca. James.
Katie. And we are a small tour operator out of the south of Arizona. We focus on cross-border tours that look at different cultural aspects of the area, ecological, historical. We cater to a variety of different groups, and we're here. We would like to hear from you, your groups, as far as what is it that you are interested in a tour like this, and we can work with you to arrange a tour that works best for your interests and your schedule. So what is it that you're looking for in a tour?
Well, we're looking to incorporate this trip within our global studies course.
Mm-hmm.
So we are looking for a balance of learning about, cultures of the Aztec and Mayan, Inca, historically the cultures of these indigenous tribes, and then in addition, to get some real day-to-day life experience and for the students to understand what life is like living in a local community in Mexico.
We also are still working on all the details of our course and deciding whether or not the course will be required for everyone taking global studies or if it's going to be just one specific elective. So we're interested in having anywhere from about 25 to 100 students to go. We're thinking of the idea of maybe different locations for the students, wondering if that would be a possibility and what that would entail.
Okay.
And I guess if we guys go in then, as well as obviously accommodations, is it going to be a homestay or not? Are students going to be paired with each other or not? And how are the local community, how are the families chosen, I guess?
If there are families, if there's any language opportunities for them to work on their language skills, and how they engage with those communities, whether it is through homestays or if there's other ways other than just visiting historical sites that they can be involved in experiences with local community.
Okay, excellent.
So there's a few different things I'm thinking about for your group. All of our tours are quite short, 2 to 3 nights, so it allows for a trip easily in a long weekend. So that's definitely a plus side for students because you don't want them missing their other classes. Additionally, the price points for our programs are fairly low and about the $600 mark. So I feel like that's a good option. And it includes everything. Housing, transportation, food, entrance into all the cultural sites and visits. And a tour guide as well. So it's all inclusive and it's a pretty good deal. We have currently 3 programs that we use, but keep in mind because of the size of our company, which is quite small, and the size of the groups that we normally take, we love to personalize the programs for you and what you need for your students and your curriculum.
We have a couple of tours that the set tour that we work from, the basic structure would work. It seems like they would work well with your interests. We have one that's called the Heritage Tour, and it starts in Tucson, Arizona. It is a 3-day, 2-night tour, $599 per person per double room. So we would, at this particular tour, it's not homestays, it is motels, both nights. And also, one other thing about the cost is 10% of the cost goes towards local conservation efforts and groups that work in conservation. But the Heritage Tour, as you could tell by the name, does focus a lot on the heritage of the area, the indigenous populations of the Sonoma Desert region and the border regions between Mexico and Arizona. It is a tour where we do visit a number of sites with a guide who is a local from the area. We use as many local guides and staff as we can in our programs. And we visit the Hohokam Indians of the area. There is opportunity for interaction with the people of these heritage groups. And we also go to, from a more historical perspective, we visit the rock art, the petroglyphs of the native Hohokam Indians, and explore their art and their culture from a more historical perspective. There are a number of opportunities along the way for interaction with different groups and local people. And language is not a requirement in this case. All of our guides are English-speaking and Spanish-speaking, and can serve as translators as well as some of our staff. And like Katie says, that we can cater the tour to individual needs and requests. So if you have something specific you want to explore in the area, we can look into that. And we have numerous connections with a lot of different NGOs in the area, with schools and different community groups, and we would be happy to get in touch with some of them and arrange meetings, presentations, networking opportunities for the students to learn more about the local culture through the groups that are active in the area.
Can you just clarify what a certified local host, what certified means? When you guys say certified local hosts?
Yeah, there are certain standards that they have to meet as far as language skills, as far as
First aid training,
CPR training.
knowledge of the area. There is some hiking and things like that involved, some exploration, if you will, which is great for the students, into the areas that have the petroglyphs for the specific tour. So the first aid knowledge and knowledge of the area, historical knowledge are very important.
And they're certified, so they're certified through your organization? Or
Through us.
Gold stamp.
Only the best.
I think that we were looking more specifically on some indigenous tribes like the Mayan and the Inca. Is this a possibility to study or work with these local indigenous people as well? Is this the right area that you guys are based on to study these cultures?
Well, we are working along the border. So the Mayan and Inca are in southern Mexico, although there are the Tarahumara and the Hohokam Indians who reside in the north of Mexico and Sonora. And I think for your purposes, for your students to be able to see this side of Mexico that's really just over the border, and many residents and immigrants that come to Arizona come from these border states. And we have catered, so our traditional tours are 2 to 3 days long and are kind of displaying the ecological wonders and the cultural heritage of the area. And these we feel are very important, but because of our connections with our local guides, we're unique in that we can go deeper if that's what you'd like. And we'd have to consult with them to find the right village to accommodate so many students. 75 is not a small number. So be it homestays or staying in a church or a gym, there are different options, but we really have to get back to you with the details and talk to our people.